played with doing Vlogmas, being a new vlogger, but I'm gonna try and do a video at least a week in December. So here we go. But yeah, I'm just about to eat my breakfast, having the greenest breakfast ever because I've got avocado on toast and matcha. But yeah, my friend was recently in Japan and she brought me back matcha from Japan, and it is honestly the best thing ever. Like, it just tastes so much better, and I don't know how I'll ever cope once it runs out. I'll need to source actual good matcha. I suppose I've been probably having quite cheap stuff, which has been fine, but I'm like, I really need to have the proper stuff all the time because it's so good. But yeah, I'm just gonna read my book. I'm reading The Lamb by Lucy Rose, which I actually got because I follow her on Substack. I didn't actually realise that it's about cannibals, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's quite an easy read, I think, partly because a lot of it's from the perspective of a child. The language isn't like super complicated, so I'm kind of finding it easy enough to read, because I've really been in a right old reading slump lately. I like haven't finished a book for like 3 months, so yeah, hopefully this will be the one that I finish, but I am enjoying it so far. And although it's like strange that it's about cannibalism, I think it's almost like the weirdness of the story, it makes you want to carry on reading and find out. But anyway, I am going to get on with eating my breakfast because I do not want to be late for work. I was back from my first reformer Pilates class. I really enjoyed it. Funny moment though, I like had the wrong spring on by accident at one point, and it was like a bit where you're like pushing out into a plank, and I was like looking around like, why is everybody able to do this so easily? Like, do I have no abs? Like, what's wrong with me? And then I realized, well, the instructor was like, what spring have you got on? And I had an extra spring on. And that explains why everybody else could manage and I could not. So that was funny. Hope I gave everybody in the class a giggle at that. Like, my arms were literally slipping off the block and I was like, what is going on? But overall I really enjoyed it, and I am going back because I got like a 2-class block. So maybe I will become a reformer girl, but nice to try out something new at least in an evening after work. It's just 9 o'clock now, so I'm just gonna chill. Flat to myself this evening because Luce is at a run club I just made myself a nice pasta dinner, and I was just watching Joanna Helen, I think her name, is it Joanna Helena? On YouTube, and she was having, like, she made like a hot chocolate, and I really want a hot chocolate now, so I think I'm gonna nip across to the shop and get the stuff that I need. I've got milk, I just need chocolate. Actually, the weekend had a spiced hot chocolate in this cafe at home, and it was really nice. It had like kind of like chili on the top of it, and I really enjoyed it. So I think I might try and make like a spiced one. Yeah, we'll see if it tastes nice, but yeah. I've just been watching Stranger Things as well. I've started watching season 2. I am enjoying it, but I feel like it's just funny how old they all are. Like, when you think of how young they were when it started, I think it just kind of like takes you out of it a little bit because they're so young. But we'll see how it all ends. Has to brave the cold for my hot chockey. Got too shy to film in the shop because there was somebody I know in the shop. But I got some chocolate. Got a little milk. It is like dark chocolate, but it's also, I think it's like a very milky dark chocolate. So hopefully it does the trick. I'm not sure how chocolate to do to make it, so I'm gonna go with 4 bits to start with, and we'll see how that works out. So yeah, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt to it. And then I think I'm gonna go for chili powder over chili flakes because I feel like chili flakes might like be a little bit weird. Although actually, no. I changed my mind because I felt like that chili powder was a bit like curry vibes, which I love a curry, but not for hot chocolate. So I'm just gonna pop a couple bits in. I'm gonna do some cinnamon as well because I just like cinnamon. Oh, that was accidentally a lot of cinnamon, but oh well. That is wonderful. I love that. Maybe ever so slightly too much cinnamon, but it tastes good.